Well, namaste, beloved ones, and welcome to Soul Mirrors. Be amazed. And first and foremost, I just want to offer all of you my sincerity, my love, my presence for being here on this exquisite evening. You know, it is an extraordinary energy that is out and about right now. We are in the presence of this extraordinary full moon lunar eclipse. I'm going to be talking a lot more about that. I have some extraordinary co-hosts. And hey, if you're watching over at YouTube, Official Sri Kira, or YouTube Oneness Talk Radio, or over at Oneness Talk Radio, welcome to the community living room. This is a nice, beautiful part of it that you're seeing. And I want to give a shout out to all of you that are listening as well. Hello to tfrlive.com. We are so glad to be with you live this evening. Hi out to iHeartRadio as well. And over at Oneness Talk Radio, where there is some chat going on as well. You can tune in there. And so, beloved ones, let's bring our hands to our heart and connect. And, you know, as we begin connecting, I do want to share that for those of you that are feeling the call to a mini soul reading this evening or would like to say hello, 517-208-1500. There are still some lines open, but it is filling up. So breathe. And as you are breathing in, what are you noticing? How has your week been? Just take a moment and really scroll. Details don't matter. What I'm inviting you to do in this moment is to pay attention to the experience of the energy. Remember that we are in an experience month, in an experience year, in an experience decade. And we have been talking about how in this dragonfly dance, this year of divine healing, that there has been this convergence of energies that is offering you an opportunity that you have not ever had before. Well, guess what? That window, that beautiful veil is opening for all of us in 24 hours, tomorrow on the 10th. So as you have been feeling into your own heart and your own experience, what is your breath showing you right now? You know, before we went on the air this evening, I was sharing with all of the beautiful beloved ones that I'm having the blessing of looking at right now, and you're going to get to see very shortly. And I was sharing with them that when I breathe into this moment right now, I'm holding my breath because we're at a moment where all choices are being made. And I'm not talking about like just the little choices of, hey, should we go to dinner tonight? I'm talking about the big choices. And they are not only being made right now, they are being made at every level. So all of the dimensional experiences are radiating a presence right now, an experience of energy that is new. Remember, we are now entering new territory. That's why it takes a village. That's why it's going to take a community, because we are each holding the other's hand. This is being done together. This is how we model the true new earth experience, by supporting ourselves in flourishing community of positivism and divine trust in the universal flow. So how is your breath receiving even that? Because when we say yes to that which is before us, the universe will put before us everything. Yes is not something that has a narrow scope. You know, for years, Sri and I have always shared that the universe will always keep you on a need-to-know basis. Mm-hmm. Always. Because if we knew what we were saying yes to, right? I'm looking around at all these beautiful ones here. I know if I'd have known what I was saying yes to, what it was going to entail, I would have been the first no I would have been the very first no, and I would have stood up with big neon letters and been happy to say no. And so there is the blessing of love that we are each bestowed, that as we arise into our divine presence, as we say yes to who we truly are, the universe doesn't need to hold back so much anymore, because we're seeing it through the eyes of the multidimensional expression of who we are. That's the choice that's before you right now, and what you want to do with it. Are you ready to lift, anchor, and remain in the fifth dimension as just the springboard to the dance of the seventh, the ninth, and beyond? And no matter how that sounds to the brain of density in this moment, notice how your breath is feeling. Notice what your heart is doing. Because we have opened right now on our planet this beautiful 12-petaled lotus of the ascended heart. You know, I was sharing this also with our beloved ones here right before we went on the air, that up until the millennium, and still taught today, and wonderful, wonderful teaching, there is this heart destination heart, and it's a great destination, and it is a beautiful journey, and arriving there is a celebration and a mastery and a job well done in every way you would want to imagine. However, as the multidimensional experiences have now opened, the heart has opened with it and anchored in the self-ascended state, thereby igniting the inner Merkaba, thereby calling forward the unification of all energy, of all multidimensional experience. We are in that moment right now. And as we move into this lunar eclipse tomorrow night, on the 10th, whether you can physically see it or not doesn't matter. What matters is that it is a peak moment where the void will be made available, where the window will be open, the veil will be pulled back, and you will have the choice as to what you want to see. So give yourself the gift of diving into the trust of your higher presence, and it will bring you to your divine presence in form, finding its extraordinary support, manifestation, expansion right now. Right now. This isn't something that's coming. This mastery transformation, this visionary expansion is coming in through the ability to accept and be part of this timeline adaptation. Profound shift, visionary transformation through timeline adaptation, awakened self-ascension. That's what's before us all right now. And how those big choices are made will be a ripple of energy that will assist a greater presence on the planet to arrive. You know, in just a moment, I'm going to bring my beloved husband, Sri Ramka, on to join me for the rest of the evening. And before I bring him on, I just want to share that Sri Ramka and I have been blessed to be here with all of these amazing masters. You know, we came home we were in Asia for over a month, and had some fascinating experiences, some wild physical experiences, amazing spiritual experiences, every level you could imagine. And there's people that will be on the show with you this evening that were there with us. And then we came back here, and we were here less than a week. Well, we were here less than 24 hours when our first guest showed up. We didn't even know what continent we were in. And we'd be sitting up in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning going, okay, can we just make it till 4 this afternoon? And just really pushing ourselves to adjust. And then had this extraordinary experience that's been happening. And what I wanted to say this evening before I bring him on the air to my beautiful beloved Sri Ramka is that for the first time in 18 years, we both missed our wedding anniversary. It was January 3rd. And we were so busy serving our community and doing Atlantean healing chambers and readings and taking care of everyone that we, for the first time in 18 years, blew right by it. And it broke my heart the other day when I realized that. And so the good news is, because there's always a reason, Sri and I were married twice. And we got married January 3rd. For the state of California and whoever else needed to see us officially married at the behest of the Archangelic Realm. We were actually at the behest of the Archangelic Realm officially married. But our real wedding is coming up. It's January 25th. And that will be our first private day in 4 months. And so I think that we have one heck of an anniversary coming. And it's January 25th. Which, as I've been sharing with all of you, is the day of the Chinese New Year. It is the new zodiac. It is the year of a rat. I am a rat. And it is a water water flow metal year. And so get ready for the party to begin January 25th. So my angel, get ready for the party to begin. I'm bringing in my husband right now. Happy anniversary, baby.
Hey, thank you. Mwah. Thank you for a lovely introduction.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, right? Sri Ramka. So, honey, in addition to me wanting to kind of let everybody know that I was offering you my heart again and again and again, I would marry him again and again and again. And it's like, how did these 18 years happen?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right?
It's amazing.
I remember the day we got married. I remember both of them.
Yeah, and just to cut ourselves a little slack, we were in a flow.
Yeah.
We were in a divine flow of ascended
energy. Right here.
Yes.
No, we still are. That's what tonight's all about.
And the calendar is irrelevant. The tick-tock of the clock was irrelevant.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we looked up, took a time out, and went, wait a minute, what day is it?
We had an anniversary.
And it's the first time we didn't stop and honor ourselves and honor our union on the anniversary.
Yeah. So it was just like, okay, all right. But beloved angels, what is so exciting is that I wanted to have you next to me because Sri and I have been birthing a vision. And we have been birthing this vision now for several years. And we wanted to share it with you this evening because it really brings us to the beautiful group that's here right now because they are all part of this. You are all part of this vision, whether you are joining with us live in the archives here at TOSA Blue Mountain Sanctuary. We are all part of this vision. And as we enter into this full moon, this lunar eclipse, this moment where all the veils are up, what do you want to see? Sri and I would like to share with you a vision that we are carrying. And that is that in this year of 2020, in this year of perfect balance, we see, I've been seeing it for a while, this room, and it's 1,000 people. Somehow that has to be the number. And I think that has a lot to do with the miracle team and the mastery presence that the archangelic realm has always talked about. But it has to be limited to 1,000 people. But we are every age, from babies that are breastfeeding to 100 and plus. And that as we are in this room together, it is a celebration and the recognition of the oneness we carry. It is seeing each other through our star conscious ignited. It is mother, father, sister, brother of spirit, of one family, one heart. And we see that our role in this is that we have been sitting at our own moment. And I have certainly been there for about a year now. And as you guys know, how was your 2019? What has your moment been? And so what we know is that it is a time for all of us to stand up and say, here is what we are here to contribute. What are you here to contribute? And can we contribute this together? Because this is going to take a village. This is a singular voice that needs to have the committed gift of holding each other's hand. And so as the weeks go on, as this show grows, as all of our shows grow, we invite you into your January moment of profound shift and visionary expansion through timeline adaptation as your self-ascension awakens. And I think, Sri, it brings us full circle to what's happening on the planet and our show this evening and our beautiful guests.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about, but one of them is to recognize that each and every one of us carries within ourselves the key to unlocking the greater peace, love, and joy of the shared world. It does not happen through a training. It does not happen through signing a petition. It happens through our presence. And this vision of 1,000 people in the room, whether that room is a virtual classroom or a real room, what happens is when 1,000 people or a large gathering of people comes together in authenticity and presence, the wave of coherent energy that just emanates naturally offsets boatloads of negativity in the world, and it creates a harmonic that is the new earth, that is what we all yearn to be part of.
And it frees you from the manipulation. And this is what's so important, is that your mind loves to be manipulated. It gets off on it. It's addicted to it. It loves where it takes you. And the key is to love yourself, to dance in your divine nature, to fall back in love with the universal recognition of oneness so that the mind can't compete. That's all it's about. You know, as you always say so beautifully, you can't play your way off the game board. You can only lift.
Yeah.
And so when you anchor in the fifth dimension, the mind can't compete with that. And the mind relaxes. And the mind actually finally feels safe enough to become your champion instead of your devil. And it comes when we say yes to our fifth dimensional presence. And authenticity is the key. Because we cannot break free of our density mind until we trust the universe enough, which means we love ourselves enough to have released any doubt of who we truly are, to have stepped through the mountain of, forgive me, bullshit that has been heaped all over you your entire life to keep you quiet, and to finally wake up and say, wait a minute, I'm not a threat to anyone, because the compassion that I am carrying through honoring myself has lifted me into the recognition that I understand why you're afraid. And as I understand why you are afraid, I'm just going to love you. And I will love those who love me, and I will carry all of my love to those who do not. And that I'll just love you. And that doesn't mean that I'm passive. It doesn't mean that I am not going to do anything. What it means is that I am aware of who I am, and I am not afraid to live that life as presence for those who are also ready to live theirs. Every being on the planet deserves their journey, and each journey is unique. What is your journey? Because this lunar eclipse is calling you right now.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? It's easy to see chaos, but it's so much more fun to see what's not chaos.
When we reside in that authentic place, that place of I am here, and I am ready, that I am energy, the mind simply falls into place. The mind is your servant. You don't need to battle it. I used to laugh when I'm trying to meditate, and I would dance with the mind and say, be quiet, until I finally gave up trying to control it and popped above it.
That's so true. And then once you pop, it's so easy. It's like, there it is.
And so we are at a pop moment collectively, and certainly the first, when you make the pot of popcorn, there's a few kernels that go early.
And there's always some that stick.
And then there's the wave that comes, and then there's a few recalcitrant kernels that just don't want to give up the pan.
Scrape me off the bottom,
Anyway,
please.
we're at a moment right now, tomorrow, coming up on this, where this 2020 energy is getting its, the burner is turning up. And the one thing that I've noticed throughout this day, and especially this day for me, is there has been this kind of wave of it's almost like you're about to run a race, or you're about to take a test, or you're about to do something. You know that feeling where you're just before you're beginning to do it. Yeah. And it's that sense of, am I ready? Am I clear? Am I committed? And it's, for me, it's not about doubt. It's about reaffirming that which I choose to be. Yeah. To reaffirm, yes, I'm in the race. Yes, I'm taking the test. Yes, I'm here to do whatever it is. That sense of anticipation. Yeah. Because right now, your clarity and your willingness to say yes to you, yes to that which you took birth to do, even if you don't know the details, to simply say, yes, I'm here.
I love me. Why am I hiding? Yeah. This is who I am.
And the turbocharge and the boost that's going to begin, it's started. The full moon always starts before it's full. And tomorrow...
we have been in turbo, trust me, like you're watching the lights fill, right?
And tomorrow, especially with the eclipse energy that is going to be adding that extra opportunity to unhook from the timeline of predeterminism.
Tomorrow night, guys, with that lunar eclipse. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. And 2020 is a year of up-leveling. So up-leveling in a greater harmony and balance, what it means is that you must say yes, otherwise it's just a breeze. It's just a wind that's blowing. Do you raise your sails by saying, yes, I will go with this?
Remember
or you sit,
flow.
yeah, or do you just kind of watch and it blows by?
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the choice points. And
Well
this is
said.
why I kind of feel like this sense of we're beginning something and I got this anticipation, we're hopping on. It's going to happen. And I wanted to convey that enthusiasm and a little bit of that excitement to you tonight because it is now. This is the moment.
It is.
We have arrived. This is it.
Feel your breath. Watch your breath. See, I admit it. I admit it. Wow, as you're saying that, how's your breath, right? I'm feeling mine. And let me share with you why pay attention to your breath right now is so important. We are at a moment whereby, we mentioned this earlier, the big choices are all happening. I mean, the really big choices, guys. Those choices that might only come forward not even once a lifetime. Oh. We are at a cyclical choice moment. Literally sitting here aware that we are in it. And when you lift and you're in the fifth dimensional experience of that, the compassion energy surrounds that entirety and reflects back to you all of the choices that are coming from your choice. And it's like a harmonic frequency. And you're just attuning to it. So just that frequency, I know you're all feeling. And that's why I brought with me this evening my A-tuner, because I really felt that we needed to, and I keep it with some special things. And so let me just pull out the things that I keep it with. My lion, you like my lion? Isn't my lion cute? Oh, there's my lion. Wrong camera, there's my lion. Anyway, I keep all this with my A-tuner. Now, and this beautiful amber strand for healing. Anyway, what is the A-tuner? Okay, the A-tuner, as I've shared with you before, opens up the cosmic prime meridians. Can you take off your glasses, honey? Doesn't he look cute? All right, so remember that the cosmic prime meridians they look exactly like that. And this tuner literally is the right height and depth for virtually everyone. And that's why I had it designed this way. This is pure crystal, and it is an A frequency. And the reason this is so important is because this harmonic choice energy, seeing or experiencing or a breath hold of a feeling of the bigger choice, if you can call that energy up and clear the cosmic meridians, then you will find that it is so much easier to stay in the fifth dimensional compassion. And before you know it, you've lifted into the non-judgmentalism of the seventh, and you are able to clearly dive into that choice with clear, open eyes and the trust that the universe is getting ready to show you the rest of the way. That's all before us right now. So, Shri, may I?
Please,
I wanted to
share
offer this to Shri. So this A-tuner, and I am going to be doing a video. I will share with you that there are, right now, I know of 10 energy fields that were shown to me that are carriers of this. One of them is here this evening. I'm going to bring her on the show. And if you think you're a carrier of the tone, let me know. Because what I see is that from these 10, then these 10 will become teachers of others. Because this tone, this specific tone, and this tuner that I had created, you notice how it has a very different frequency here. Based on how you hold it is whether you are attuning yourself, clearing yourself, offering attunement, or doing a clearing. And the bottom of the tuner was designed after I'd been to Myanmar. And those of you that had been to Myanmar, you'll see the temple domes. And I remember when we were out there, the fields of temples in Myanmar, and we did an ensoulment. And what came through was that they were all bells. That those fields were designed as harmonic tones. And it was literally harmonies between these fields and fields of temples. And so this is carrying the harmony of the fields of temples. And so it is a unifier, and you'll notice what it does, right? It opens those cosmic prime meridians here, and it starts right about here. So it's at the upper truth chakra. It frees your truth up into your cosmic presence. So I'm going to, is this the microphone, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to invite all of you right now, bring 2 fingers right here to those points of the eyebrow. There you are.
The eyebrows,
right? And I want to get this done
begin.
before we go to break at TFR. And as you hold that there, I want you to just close your eyes and breathe. I want you to just hear the tone. I'm playing it into the microphone.
Breathe it in.
And now I'm going to offer the tone again, and I'm going to point it right into the camera. And I want you to feel that energy going right into those points that you were holding with your fingers. Bring it right in. And then I'm going to lift the frequency up. And I'm going to bring it right up to myself. And this is where we are radiating the harmony. Breathing up. And you want to feel this beautiful, beautiful energy. It's this beautiful crystalline light. And I'm just going to offer you the tone one more time. And the more that you can work with the A tone, this specific crystal tuner, and we do have these available, not a lot of them. I have 10 right now because I felt these first 10 had to go out. But then there will be more. Help get the tune to you and to others. Because if we can keep our cosmic prime meridians open, it becomes a lot easier to stay in that joy-filled presence of divine flow. When you are in the presence of divine flow, you don't ever have the doubt, the worry. You simply have the action of the highest service. And speaking of action, TFR Live, I know you're headed out to a commercial break for a few minutes. Shri and I and our beautiful group of masters will be right back. We'll see you at the top of the hour.
And so one of the things to remember is that we all are working on multiple levels. And of course, the very first place to work is on your making your choice. Choosing the spiritual practices that help you center, lifting your energy. The heart is the foundation, not the destination. There are so many dogmatic and less dogmatic practices that talk about get to the heart. Well, yes, of course. Of course. That's where it begins. And as we stabilize the heart energy, we're able to lift into the higher frequencies, and that these prime meridians are a point of liberation that is effective after you've arrived here and you're lifting.
Because if you haven't anchored there, you don't even know they're there.
You won't even feel it.
It's like they don't exist. Yeah.
And so everything has a synergy and a time and a place, so to speak. So it's incumbent upon all of us to do the work we need to do so that we can stabilize in what we refer to as the ascended heart, which is the fifth dimensional energy. Very easy to get there, a little more challenging to stay there. And as we lift beyond there, we begin to notice how powerfully centered we are once our heart is stable. We're able to travel.
We are able to travel. And that brings us to our beautiful co-hosts that are with us this evening. You know, last month we had the PDF from the Divine Directors, and we have talked about this quite a bit. And by the way, Shri's wanting me to remind all of you on the call board, hold on, we are going to get to you. And if you want to jump into the call board, 517-208-1500, please do. But we are at this divine moment where when we live in community of seeing each other, as the Divine Director said, when we can only hold the highest for each other, when we can only hold the highest for each other. Mm-hmm. Imagine that world where every being you see, you only see them in their highest expression. And they're only seeing you in that as well. And so you're meeting at this level of awakened presence. So now imagine living that, giving yourself that gift, relaxing into feeling safe enough to actually give yourself that gift all the time. That's what happens here at TOSA Blue Mountain. Yeah. And what I found powerful, Shri, was that tonight's show is happening on the 12th night for all of the beautiful beings that are here that have been in this process of living that experience from the Divine Directors and relaxing into their fifth dimensional self. And so I think first, why don't we all say hello, huh? Come on up, guys. You want to say hello? And hey, welcome back, TFR. We thought we'd bring everybody up. So, hey, hi, everybody. Say hi. Hi. Hey. And yeah, huh? So this is our amazing group that's here with us this evening. And thank you, guys. We're going to bring you all back one at a time in just a minute. And we do have two other beautiful beings with us here right now that today we're on a beautiful Sacred San Pedro journey. So they're really holding presence in a very interesting dimension for all of us right now as well. So we are inviting them in to be with us as well. So Shri, where do we begin? I was wondering, maybe we begin with those that have been in service and those that have been here serving and all that.
So just in case some of you haven't plugged into what's happening here, we've had this wonderful group of mastery practitioners who are fully claiming their mastery, have been here since the 29th of December.
So today is literally day 12, and they're all going to be here tomorrow for the full moon, lunar eclipse.
And these beings have all been doing amazing things without taking a whole lot of doing this.
Right, because of simply living
and being
holding
and
the
holding.
Highest. Yeah.
And what I've observed being around this group of beloveds is that the frequency they're holding makes it really easy to be. This is part of the kind of this wonderful thing that happens when people are living in their ascended hearts, when people are living in their authenticity. There is a permission to just be. We're not having to put on a show or second guess anything. Here we are.
Well, it's about that relaxing, right? Relax, enjoy, and accept.
It's a level of peace and a level of love that is become very common for TOSA Blue Mountain, not as common in the outer world. And we'd like to see it. We'd like to see it permeate out there. As these ambassadors of love and peace and joy head out, they will be bringing that out into the world.
As you are too, and that's why you're connecting, and that's why we're offering this show, so that we are reaching out to you as you are reaching into us this evening, and that together we are better, and we can share that experience with each other. And so, Bria, I'm going to bring you up now. I'm bringing up Bria first because, oh my gosh, guys! So, hey. This is Bria Rose, right? I know a lot of you have known Bria for years when she was in our chat rooms and in our radio show, and then I remember the first time we met Bria, and I'm like, oh my God, she's amazing, and here she is. And so Bria, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, okay, Bria, for those of you, Bria lives here at TOSA Blue Mountain. She is our on-site resident guest services coordinator. How has this journey been for you?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. We're all speechless.
It's been amazing. And I'm so grateful to have such an amazing team here as well, Wafa and Aparna in the kitchen, and just having so much fun and supporting each other. And, thank you both, Shri, Kira, for modeling such service yourselves and just... Yeah.
So when you have one of those days, because these poor beings, I mean, they are so infused with light no matter how many meals they cook a day. And remember, they were serving over 20 people 3 times a day. And so, that's a lot of service. So when you were tired or when there was that moment, what got you through?
The team, Aparna and Wafa. I mean, we all mirrored each other, I think, a bit. And whenever somebody was tired, I know a couple times, they were like, okay, take a break, rest, we're here to support each other. So just having that community support, I think, is key, right? It's really key for this time that we're in.
I agree. And, the other thing that I just want to acknowledge is that Bria also has brought her ascended presence to the gardens here. And I know Shri and we were walking on Lotus Lane. We have this beautiful lane out here that's rimmed with all of our vegetable gardens, and it winds up, you go past the greenhouse. And I noticed Bria, everything had been Bria-ized. And I'm like, look, Shri, she threw in strawberries there and a little flower for color there. And I was loving, it was smiling with you. Like, and I think, and our bounty right now, I have never seen so much cabbage in my life. And we are getting ready to have enough tomatoes. I already prepped straight. And come eat the chard, please. And it's every time I walk by, I'm picking rucola. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that part of this fifth dimensional, what I'm experiencing, because Shri and I left, we were gone, so we're living proof, right? We were gone for like about 5 weeks while you were here. The 5-week transformation was proof of the higher frequency anchorship here at TOSA Blue Mountain. Vegetables are growing faster. We're getting
fast.
Right. We're
It's
on our
crazy.
third fig harvest. I mean, that's not even possible to be getting our third fig harvest.
Everything is vitalizing.
Yeah,
at an
it's
incredible pace.
rebirthing, and
Yeah.
I think the reverse aging part of it is literally here. I think it really is this land. And so, have you noticed that as a she is a professional,
Definitely, because I've
degreed
lived
professional
on farms for a few years.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm just like, Angel is the head gardener here
We
as
love
well.
Angel.
And I'm just like, how is this possible?
Right?
It's just like, it's shocking to me. I've never seen things grow so fast, so big, so in different colors, purples, lots of purples here.
Surprise, right?
Popping up. Even the weeds are purple.
I know, I love it. I know it. We don't pull them. They're too pretty. I hear you. Well, Bria, thank you. And before Bria goes, I have to share something with all of you. This is, Bria lives here at TOSA Blue Mountain. So getting a copy of the Bhagavad Gita for the upcoming journey would have been very challenging for her. So I ordered it and wanted to gift it to you this evening because Bria, I'm so excited, is taking the journey. And so that is your copy for the journey that is coming up. And I'm so glad you're a part of it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you for the honor. I mean, sincerely. And I just wanted to share with all of you that if you would like to join me, I did put out, with the help of my husband today, a 2-minute video about the keys to ascension, because that's what this process is. This is not about teaching the Bhagavad Gita or reading the Bhagavad Gita. That is part of it. However, over my past 25 years, what it seems that my specific purpose for studying the Gita was to be able to discover the keys to ascension that we left ourselves through this ancient manuscript. And so in the little video I put out today, I show you one of those passages and what it actually translates to and how those keys of ascension are woven through this extraordinarily non-dogmatic piece of literature. Go beyond all sense of right or wrong or all sense of my way or this way, and just consider that eons ago you knew you were going to be traveling, and you knew at some point you were going to maybe forget a few things. And so along the way, we seeded into the consciousness these keys. And when we are ready, the keys unfold. And after having studied the Gita for 25 years the way that I have, and after having read virtually every single translation and interpretation, what I have learned is that the ascended presence of the Gita has yet to be revealed. And that is what we are bringing forward, and that is the journey. And in this year of 2020, beginning on February 3rd, we're going to go through 9 weeks, and we're going to hold each other's hands through those 9 weeks. Because remember, January, February, March, profound shift. Mm-hmm. And so why not experience profound shift by anchoring your ascended presence without doubt, by knowing how to live in the fifth dimension and hold this kind of frequency, miracle garden growing, exciting purple yummies experience. So that's my little moment to share with that. And thank you for saying yes.
Thank you. It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited.
Yes.
Yeah, we are too. Thank you, Bria.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. And so I want to bring up Wafa. Wafa, come on up. So, Bria was mentioning the team. And so this is Wafa. Many of us call her Ms. New Year because if it's New Year, Wafa's here. And I also wanted to share, I wanted to answer, a couple of you have been writing me, asking me about all my rings. And a lot of you asked me about my beautiful Hamza hand. You see that? Isn't that gorgeous? Well, it's right here. It was a gift from Wafa. And so every time Wafa comes, she brings these amazing gifts. And I always share how she's all over my house, but I'm literally wearing you every day. And so I just wanted to share your generosity of spirit and your kindness is such a gift. And when you showed up, if I can share, when you showed up, I was like, oh, my angel. Like she had 2019 all over her, right? And when I look at you tonight, I'm just like, yeah. So what happened? You've been here 12 days.
I have transformed.
Yeah, you have.
It's been shedding the skin. It's been opening my heart, sharing things with people, being myself, which I can't be very much in my life. And it's been, I think, serving others has been very good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the teamwork has been, we have so much fun in the kitchen. We laugh so much. If we decided we're going to have a board in which we're going to put all the sayings that have been happening.
We would love that.
Yeah.
Let's buy a big board and then we can all read it. I love it.
No.
The young ladies keep on saying, because I'm very careful about not wasting food, I keep on telling them, I'm a child of war.
Well, and can I just share that for 1 second? Because, Wafa is Lebanese and she is a child of war, and her generation had many horrific things happen in Beirut, and we are also starting to see some interesting energies returning. Yet you are here in your ascended presence. And one of the things you said a moment ago that I just wanted, and I think Sri was kind of nudging me, you said a moment ago, which, I really can't do in my life, but now I think you can.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted to really honor, is that I know that there was a moment where being you was not possible, yet we have witnessed a profound transformation of what holding the highest and loving each other has called forward. So how is that feeling in you?
Feels now that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. There's no other way.
And so it
We
is.
have to come out of the woods.
You heard it. You heard it. All right, my
have to
love.
come out of
We
the woods.
do. And thank you.
Thank you for
my
having
love.
me.
Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
Namaste. And we're going to complete our wonderful TOSA Blue Mountain gifts by calling in Aparna right now. So, Aparna, please. Hey, sweetheart. Hello. So this is Aparna, and Aparna has been doing like everything. Oh my God. So in addition to helping in Team Kitchen, that has just produced like the most amazing, incredible, nourishing, yummy meals.
Love-filled food.
Totally awesome.
Yes.
You have also been helping Sri and I with the programs. You have been cooking for us because Sri and I eat virtually nothing, and what we do eat is very strange. And so you've been attending to that, and also leading the San Pedro journey. And so today, you can tell by how radiant she is, right? What has been the energy? I love that the three of you, there were two people who did the journey, and you have been the one walking them through that. In this full moon energy, in this rising fifth dimensional energy, what are you noticing?
I mean, it's just been so incredible. As you said, I'm part of me is definitely kind of in other places with them right now, but it just, this energy of rebirth, of transformation, and just like this tenacity and determination and empowerment to bring the new in and anchor it in a workable way for moving forward has just been a huge gift.
And so what do you know as you would get ready to go back to New York? You're in New York City. What would you be carrying with you? What has come in through this experience for you?
What has come in is the honor, the awareness, the humility, to be with all of these beautiful sacred mirrors, and just see so much radiance as I look around this room, and to see everybody in their journeys and with that release of judgment and just holding hands. Together we are better. If I'm not there this moment, you're there this moment.
Right.
You know, we're all this one mind, one goal, which is wholeness and upliftment, and that like this is a microcosm for what is happening on the planet, and we're all going back, and these networks are growing.
Yeah.
So inspiration and upliftment with empowerment. And thank you.
Thank you. Nicely spoken.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Namaste. And Shri, I'm looking at all these people, and
hi to someone?
and I was thinking we could say hi with some of our other beings here. So, Amara, get over here. Come on in, sweetheart. And we're first gonna introduce you to Amara. And Amara, I'm gonna have you sit here and receive a caller with us, and then we're gonna chat more about the gifts of your presence as one of the 12s of the 12-petaled ascended lotus. Shri, where are we going? Oh my goodness
I can barely read
gracious.
it. I need spectacles.
You do need spectacles. How about we're going to go, where are you going here? California? All
can do
right.
that.
Okay, well, do it then.
Let's go to California.
All right. Hey, California, in honor of our
That's right.
beautiful master here who lives in California.
Hi, welcome.
Namaste.
Is this me?
It's you, honey.
You're
Welcome.
Thank you all. I would like to ask for a soul reading. I was totally wiped out today. I don't know what happened, but I think that I was made blank for this moment.
Breathe that in. Because today, many of us have felt wiped out. And so the first thing I want to share is that it's no accident you were our first caller. Because the energy of this moment is extraordinarily intense. And it's one of those because all of these big choices are happening because we're already in the full moon energy. Now, honey, what I'm getting very clearly around you is very third chakra. As I'm connecting with you right now, I'm feeling my third chakra really strongly, almost like it's in a knot. And so, yes, you are receiving this opportunity to kind of hit the reset on your own sense of divine empowerment and to really pay attention to anything that would take you away from seeing through that veil and saying yes to what's before you. You are prepared. You are ready. Now breathe that in and say yes to you. And thank you for being here tonight, honey. We're very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Much love,
Namaste.
Jared.
And you know, I love, Amara, that this was our caller. See, this was why we had to pull up Amara. And so, you know, excuse me, the one thing that I have been witnessing in you in your 12-day journey has been this radiance presence to the point where I hear you're sewing prayer flags. I've been hearing about the journey of the prayer flags. And so as I gaze at your radiant eyes and the energy that's coming out of you, what have you learned? What have you discerned during this 12-day period?
It's amazing. You know, this last caller, our first caller, this morning I felt this energy and it was a little bit out of whack for me. And I went, the first thing that we like to say is, oh, something's wrong. And I went, I'm going to lift up and do what I do every day. And I do the practices that I love so much. And I come into the day with gratitude and trust and affirming, I am here, I am ready, I am open, guide me. And as the day rolled on, I was able to reflect the multidimensional experience of being here. I was called to go climbing all the way up to the top practically yesterday.
Wonderful, exciting.
On my own, which
Right
was
on.
a lovely meditation, and it brought great clarity to me. And then today, I celebrated by going down to the river, to the creek, which is not just a little meandering creek.
No, it's a rushing,
abounding, amazing, alive.
And you know, this
rolling
is
over
from the
rocks.
Amazon. That is Amazon
Fresh
water.
energy.
Yeah.
And so much clarity.
Yeah.
This is a year of clarity for me. A clarity of what brings balance to my life. And I was journaling on all of the aspects. Not only I am here, but opened my mind. And then I journaled again. I am ready. I am ready to be loved as I am. And it was, oh God, now I'm going to space it out.
It's all right, sweetheart. Expand
my vision. And my vision did expand. I mean, I started to open up possibilities and dreams. And that is what has been so amazing. And then the next step is, oh, you have to help me now.
Ignite your heart.
Ignite my heart. My heart is so ignited already that I can't even stay in my heart. I'm all over the place. And then heal the world.
Right.
Now, it's been a progression. I've been gifted with the crystalline chamber, Atlantean healing chamber, which has brought great clarity.
Thank you.
And because of that clarity, the beautiful San Pedro journey that followed was much more expanded. and it was a lovely weather that came forward after several days of amazing rain.
And so I'm going to have to
Just
cut
great.
you off
Yes,
so
'cause
that
we
I
have
can
a lot
get
of
more
other
people on.
So it's been transformation after transformation. You
Yeah.
have to come here.
Oh, well, thank you.
This
And
is-
thank you for carrying
Thank
this
you for being
presence.
here.
We're so
It's
grateful.
been timeless, out of time. What a gift.
Thank you. And thank you all. You know, I hope as each one of our beautiful masters, please, Carla, as each one of our beautiful masters comes on, that you're receiving the gift of our unified presence and enthusiasm shared to you. Because while we are all radiating together, we are with you as well. And so, beloved one, may we take a caller? Let's take a caller, Shri. And I was thinking, let's go to the other side there, and let's go right here to Boise, Idaho. Who's all right? Hey, Boise, Idaho. Namaste. Turn down your radio. Okay, we are going to have to go to another caller. Sorry. All right, let's go here. We're going to, it looks like Massachusetts. Hey, Massachusetts, welcome. Okay. Well, I think we're going to talk to Carla. Hey, Carla.
Let's do it.
We'll do this again with our next person. So, okay.
So,
You got to talk about today. What happened today?
well, where do I begin? First of all, I have to say that this is time out of time.
Yeah.
There is no time in the fifth dimension. There's no time in the seventh dimension. There's no time in the ninth dimension. And as you attune to this energy, I personally have channeled for many years, and I just find I'm all connected to everything. So there's no sort of isolation. Oh, this is say the Elohim, or this is Saint Germain, or whoever. It's all here, and it's here for everybody. And as you experience that, you experience yourself. That's what I experienced, and it's really beautiful. And you know you're not enough. You're never enough. And you can expand into anything you want. So the sky's the limit. And this is the full moon, and it's time to do it.
And the lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a big one. And
Yeah.
today I had the honor of doing a reading with you. And Carla was the first of the 10 that I actually was able to attune into the A process today. And so I really wanted that radiance that you are carrying to illuminate all of us, so that we may all illuminate each other and come forward in the way that we are being called to be. And so thank you. And thank you for carrying that energy from here to all the places that you'll be going to.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing with us
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Carla.
you for honoring.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Glad you're
Many
here.
blessings.
Yeah.
All right, my loves, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to hurry. Hurry up, Alice. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Here I am. All right, and then we're going to get Dia in too, and we're going to make it happen.
Hello.
So this is Alice. Alice, give us your summary. What are you taking out of this? What happened? You got 1 minute.
I have 1 minute. No pressure. To really appreciate and believe in myself, who I really am, the light and love that I carry, and believe it. Believe in me and radiate that wherever I am with whatever I'm doing.
Thank you. What
Nicely
a perfect
said.
minute.
Yeah.
And we have Dia. Come on in, Dia. And so, beloved angels, wonderful. How many minutes do we actually have left in the
We
show?
have 4 minutes left.
We have 4
We
minutes
can take
left
a
in the
call.
show.
We
Can we
can-
take a caller while you're here?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a caller. This is Dia, and you've got to love, guys. You can't see, but I love her these like holographic stickers she has on are just so cute. All right, Tree, where are we going? We're going to, it looks like Ohio, Canton, Ohio. Namaste, Canton, Ohio. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, welcome, Angel.
Hi, I can't believe I got on. This is awesome.
Yes, it is. Welcome, sweetheart.
I was just wondering if I could get a mini soul reading, please.
Well, of course you can. And, I want you to take in a deep breath, because it's interesting. You know, I was just, this little holographic sticker that Dia's wearing right now is like an atom. You know, it's like all of this beautiful energy exploding. And I'm giggling because as you started speaking, I literally saw that energy around you. And it's like you're in a moment of active creation, yet everything's spinning in all these different directions. And the energy around you is inviting you to really look at that still center. This is that year of perfect balance. And especially in this moment, that if you really go into that still center, what you'll be able to do is see all this creation energy that's around you. And they're saying that the puzzle pieces are all there and it can actually come together in more than one way. And this is the moment for you to harvest that energy and allow yourself to bring it together. And they're saying, trust it, because you've already got this and it's time to move forward. And so it is. So thank you, my love, for calling in. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Angel.
Bye.
So Dia, how has your journey been?
The quintessential experience of my life.
Oh,
Yes.
how kind.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So as you would leave and go back to your divine process in your home world, what are you carrying with you?
That I stepped into this zone where everyone looked like I did all my life. All my life, people have said, "Oh, your head's in the clouds. You don't need to take drugs. You're already on drugs." And I didn't. And I don't think it was a compliment.
No. That's why we're giggling.
Yes,
We get it. Believe me, we've all had similar experiences. Yeah.
And now, everybody else, I could say that about them. I'm home.
Right.
And this is real. It's the most real reality I've ever been in.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you for these,
Oh.
for making this campus, this land use. Oh,
Glad you're
Thank
here.
you. You know, I just want to hitchhike with what Dia just said, because it really is what tonight was all about. It's about seeing beyond the limitation of our perceived reality. And when we allow ourselves to do that, we discover what really is real. And we discover that that which we have known, that which we have waited for, has just been waiting for us to say yes. And that's what this moment is about. The universe has just been waiting for all of us to say yes. And I'm saying yes. I know you're saying yes.
Yeah.
You're saying yes. You guys are all saying yes, and I know you are too. And we love you, and we thank you for being with us. Hey, everybody, run, jump in the picture. We're signing off. And so from all of us to all of you,
We love you.
We love you.